So today's news of the day is well, we'll start with the earnings. There was actually not that many earnings that I saw, so I'll just go quickly look at it. But I don't know any of these companies, guys. Ah, ah. Oops. Ah, kind of annoying that I lost my head. But ooh. Yeah, I don't know any of these. Though this radius recycling, that sounds pretty interesting. Radius recycling. 반납이 영어로 뭐지? 나 왜 오늘 왜 이렇게 영어가 안 되지? Return. Sector rotations? What are sector rotations? Oh, I don't know what that is. 어디 Name to Times list of the most influential companies. 와, 이런 게 있어? Times has this? 이런 거 재밌겠다. 100 most influential companies of 2023. This would be a fun list to look into. Wait, do I see? She's a leader? 아, 이렇게. Really? Her product? About the list. How we choose the most influential companies? 이런 거 재밌겠나. Jensen Huang. 아. Ah, why are they much more cheaper than tech? I guess tech stocks are more interesting, maybe? 아닌가? Kardashian. Oh. I never watched their TV shows when I grew up, so I don't really know much about them. All I know is that they have big butts and they always have plastic surgeries. Is kind of like the image that I was getting from my friends when I heard about them. So. Guys, how many of you guys got benefits through Nvidia stock increasing? Your Hachu's age? Has Hachu revealed her age? Is Nvidia overpriced? Overvalued? Oh. She leaked a few times? How? How do people... This is why I think it's really hard to keep secrets from Chad. Email was on her screen. If you are clumsy, then you can easily leak stuff on stream. I have leaked so many stuff that I was at one point of me, I was thinking, hi Iro. I was thinking of like going back to being like a single girl streamer, but then like one part of me is like, oh my god, I know like within a week of me streaming, I'm gonna get caught. So So do everyone kind of think that Nvidia's current stock price is expensive then? Radius recycling at the center of circular economy. What is this? 재밌다 이런 거. Let's see. I wonder if there's someone like me who just likes to look at random companies and see what they do. So they have 100 operating locations, over 50 recycling facilities. For more than a century, Radius Recycling has developed a robust network to collect, process, and deliver recycled metals. Ah, recycled metals to customers around the world. Oh, metal? Cans? 이런 건가? Oh, they have 7 shredding operations. Actually, this is a really nice name because Radius, you know, like, I don't know, metal kind of always thinks of me. I always think of metal as like circle. What do I buy to become rich fast? Oh, that's a great question. I don't know. I'm trying to learn that too. So let's learn it together. 재밌다. So they had theirs to... Is it Monday for you guys today? Oh, it must be Monday for you guys. Okay. I can't even read what that says, guys. What is this? Oh, thank you. If you want exposure to Magnificent 7, including Nvidia and Meta, there's a Vanguard... Ah, ETF? Ah. Ah, really? Ah! I think I've heard about that long time ago. What is... okay. This is a very fun thing. We'll read this one later. But today, news for a good debate question. And this might actually apply to maybe some of you guys because it's getting closer to your age. But this happened yesterday, and I brought this because I want to see your thoughts on this. So yesterday, there was a huge car accident in this. Very huge. I don't think we had anything like this recently. But it killed 9. This is actually really recent, cause, right? Oh, it was actually last night. So 9 people were killed when a car crashed into pedestrians near a busy intersection in Central Seoul on Monday. So this was near actually Sicheong City Hall. 4 others were injured in the incident in front of the City Hall, but their wounds were not life-threatening. The driver of the car claimed that he lost control of it when it suddenly accelerated. And then the public safety officials at the Junggu district in Central Seoul said the authorities could not immediately confirm the reports, so that the police were investigating the driver. He also said officials were investigating whether the driver was drunk or on drugs. I don't know. So there's actually a footage, and if you guys, I don't know if I want to show you guys the footage. Maybe it'd be too like scary. But you can see that the car literally just accelerated onto the pedestrian street at a really fast speed, and like literally before 7 it was 8 with like other people injured. The car, they said, let me just double check in terms of what the car was. So 2 hours ago, I'm gonna read it in Korean real quick. So 2 of the people who died, 2 of them were employees at the city hall. 4 of them were bank employee. 4 of them works at the bank, and 3 of them works at the hospital. And all 9 of them were guys, unfortunately. So this is kind of the current incident location, where it just ramped in. Yeah. I think the car, I knew what it was. And so the question for today, the debate question for today, and I want to hear your thoughts on this, was, it's listed on my title. Should elders return their driver's license? And when I mean elders, this person is 68 years old, almost 70 years old, and so was driving a Genesis car. And he got out of the hotel near the Sicheong, and I think it might have been kind of like, he was with a lady. Kind of sounds sketchy, but anyways, yeah. Bad things, you know, from being said about that. So, you know, like, people are saying, should we confiscate his license or should we not? So, what do you guys think about it? This was really a big issue in Korea right now because, actually, elders driving is a problem all around the world. I didn't know, but there were, like, Japanese, laws, or I think there was something in Japan that do something for the elders trying to drive. So this was kind of what happened. And what's really unfortunate is the lady was, oh, she's the wife, but she wasn't really into trying to help out. And so 13 peoples were injured, right? And the driver, the 68-year-old driver, has a back, got injured in his rib cage, I think. That's what I read. So 9 people were killed and 4 people 경상이 심한 건가? 경상이 뭐야? 경상 뜻. 나 같은 사람 있을 거야. Light injury. 3 of them had light injury. 1 had like middle. And of the 9 people, 6 of them died on the spot. And then 3 of them like died while moving to the hospital. And they said that they weren't drunk. And then there was the acceleration problem. And so the people around said all of a sudden the car made like a huge sound and came out of nowhere. And the lady, you know, his wife only took care of the driver. While there were like 13 people, like, you know, laying on the floor. And then another person said that, you know, it seems like they were in the 60s and 70s. The lady didn't care about trying to save the people and only cared about the driver. And then she was wearing like what's his name? Mark said. She was wearing white colored clothes, so as the person was dying, you know, like they asked her to, you know, give pressure. She was like, "Oh, my white, I don't want to get it on my clothes." 미친 거 아니야 이거는? Can you believe that someone would say that? And then the lady, there was a picture of the lady, and it looked like she was just caring only about the car. And while next to her and the car, there were people laying down in like all the yeah, everyone else was trying to help out and stuff. So then she said to the press saying, because the car was like, you know, like hit bunch of things, I thought I almost died too. So actually Koreans are now complaining saying, hey, if you get old, give up on your driver license. And so let's start with, so 68 you guys are saying is not old. I think 68 is old. 아닌가? 잠깐만. I have to be careful what I say. 68이 old인가 아닌가? 68. I mean, we have like the presence running is what, like 80 some, so maybe 68 isn't that old? But what do you guys think? Cause why I say I should be careful is my mom's 60. My mom turned 60 or last year, right? And seeing my mom, she's like doing yoga, she's golfing. She seems, you know, she doesn't seem like a person she'll do this. And I know she's been, you know, like driving for years. So 이게 참 right? So I think maybe at like a certain age they should just retake it. Mandatory safety test. 아 근데 do you think it's that they don't know the safety test? 뭔가 I think it should be something as a result of their like physical body check that should make them surrender their driver license. Personally. Right? And as we grow older, and you know how recently a lot of people are not choosing to get married and people are willing to just live by themselves, if we make a rule saying whatever, like 60s or 70 years old, we're going to start like confiscating your license when you don't have the ability or when you don't pass a test, then that person cannot go anywhere that the public transportation does not support. Especially like Seoul, maybe the public transportation isn't bad, but if you think about like the countryside, 그럼 이제 they should have maybe like a cheaper taxi service for the elders. 아 중상 is severely injured. 아 오케이. How would they, by the way, tell if it was the driver? 이거는 조사를 어떻게 할까? How do police like investigate on this situation? 아, ride sharing service가 있구나 요새. old people surrender your driver's license. Yeah, 그래. It should be to give up your license if your wife is as uncaring as that. 진짜. 와, 이건. Ah, Jenny, thank you for 10 gifted subs. Thank you. 감사합니다. Woo! Guys, cheer on Jenny while I keep up with trying to read this. Woo, 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 woo. Start checking at 65. What age do you guys think would be ideal then? Driving 30 years. 맞아. 아, learning new rules. 저것도 중요하네. That's actually really good point. Oh, well, learning new rules of the car. 아, camera footage you can determine inside the car. 아, 그러네. Thank you, Jetty. Safer to sub to Jinri at age 70. 그러니까. I wonder if there's... I'm guessing this is probably a common issue around the world, though. Around the world, I feel like a lot of people would be... A lot around the world, a lot around places. (92) I feel like if they were to interview the women, then she will know. Oh, 근데 you know what's really sad about these type of situation is that maybe if it was really if the group was accelerating, then 진짜 이거는 very unfortunate. But if there is something fishy about it, 그럼 진짜 so sad. 진짜 너무 슬프다 이런 거. What is said of the wife's behavior? She's trying not to be blamed for anything. Yeah, I think she probably knows the truth and she's trying to hide it too. It must have been something maybe. But they did say that it's not alcohol. Like there was no alcohol being involved of this, so that's not a big deal. But. So you guys are saying that the car didn't crash into the doors? Because I only read in the news that they just crashed, but it didn't really say. This is what happened to the car, guys. Yeah. So sad. Really sad when these type of things happen. So it seems like 3 cars were like effed up. So I think they're still investigating whether or not medication was playing a role here, but because what I find So one of the things when you drive, you guys all probably took the driver test, right? One of the most important thing that they said when you are driving for the first time or anything is always have your so side brakes. If your car is like accelerating for no reason, then just pull up your side brakes. Is what I was always taught, at least in my thing. So is it just that they forgot, or cuz not everyone, but I feel like people with this type of, you know, like like these people won't really care about education, like re-educating. So maybe it's better to just confiscate. 모르겠다. But I think there was an era in Korea where everyone passed the driver's test because they were giving it out like basically like without taking tests. I heard like the test, and at least at one point in Korea, it was like super easy or something. But what are you? 이거예요? What the heck is this? Whoa! Whoa! He's so good! 아 진짜 이거는 1,500원 후원 감사합니다. Oh, I passed my driver's license on first try. So. For American license. Korean license I can just easily change. I easily changed it. So yeah, I think when they say the car suddenly accelerated, cause something about this that I find fishy, when they say suddenly accelerated that Alvo is pointing out, is I feel like if I am a car manufacturer, right? Let's be in the position. You guys are all owners of a car manufacturer. You guys are CEOs of car manufacturing companies, okay? Right? You guys are all car manufacturing company owners. You guys are owners of BMW. You guys are CEO of BMW. Luno. Though Luno in Korea is having bad reputation lately. But okay, you guys all own a car. Let's say you all own a car. You know, you have you guys are CEOs. And as you guys know, when you own a car, the most important thing is safety. Or any type of like vehicle or anything. Any company would always treat this as number one, right? Unless you guys are a cheap, like, bad company that doesn't really care about safety, right? So if I were a car company, guys, if I were the CEO of car company, what are some of the, like, the incidents that we would always have to take care of in a car? Especially because nowadays it's becoming very technical and fancy, right? Is, I think, maybe not the number one thing, but... 뭐야 또 이거? Oh, he's good. Oh, this is Japan. Oh, 진짜 driving in Japan is pretty scary, by the way. I cannot. 뭐야? 우와. 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 어머. 어떻게 어떻게 저렇게 운전해? 나 너무 무서워서 못할 것 같아. I'd be so scared. Holy cow! 와! 야. I think this is Hokkaido. 저건 홋카이도인 것 같아. But anyways, guys, isn't the number one thing you would think about is when the car all of a sudden accelerates? I think that would be the number one thing that car owners, car CEOs would want to tackle and get rid of, right? So I feel like if the car companies have a mindset, that would be something that they would adjust or figure out a solution for it, at least in like the car system itself, right? So for this guy to say that it was the car having that issue, okay, what is this?
3, 2, 1.
And what?
Go. Fast, sharp right. Fast, sharp
Ah,
right.
is this is this like off-road? 인가? Is this off-road driving? I cannot drive a stick.
Fast, medium right. You have to turn the wheel, Sammy.
Is this rally racing? What is rally racing?
Downhill, triple caution. Triple caution, stay center. Triple caution, stay center.
Well, no, I've never heard of rally racing.
Whoa. Concentrate, Sammy, please. Medium left, long. Turn in. Medium left. Medium left, nice and easy. Turn. Throttle. Fast, medium left, long.
What do you do for rally racing?
In. Medium right, concentrate. Medium left.
Ah.
Medium left into sharp.
There's people there.
Sammy, you are watching.
뭐야? 갑자기 막
Sammy, you have to listen, Sammy. Otherwise,
you just automatically just jump in there like that? That simple? Whoa, so scary. What the fudge? 재밌네. 왜 you showing me drifting? What's coming up on course so that driver can drive fast? On the side. Oh, really? That's a bus! Okay, I swear to God, I wouldn't want to be in that bus. Oh my god, oh my god, that bus is going sideways. Oh! Really? 근데 운전 진짜 잘한다. 그러니까 I kind of want to try manual. I never drove a manual car. Mine was always automatic. Yeah, I even when we were in Icheon on the bus was pretty scary. But anyways. So I don't trust this guy saying that it was a like, because this is basically saying that it's the car manufacturer's fault, right? I mean, 물론 there is a possibility that the system didn't work, but in Germany, everyone still learns on manual. Actually, I think that's a great start to learn a car. We just didn't have a manual car when I was growing up, so But going back to this, I honestly think it's fishy. But kind of going to our original debate question, what would be a decent age for you guys to maybe do a retesting? Or yeah, what would be like a decent retest for the elders? And maybe make them include 뭐냐 이거 visual. But here's the thing, 자. In the ideal situation, retest is important, but let's think of reality. If every country was required to take a retest for your driver's license, what would that require? That would require having a company or like a place that that tests the retest, or they just go. How would they do it? They would go to the driver testing area again, right? Normal testing centers. So that means that if they were to do it every decade, every 10 years they were doing a testing, then I want to see how busy the drive testing area is. I feel like it might be a little tedious for drivers every 10 years to do it, but I don't see any issues that would come up. Maybe people will get irritated because they would have to then kind of re-study, but 그치, DMV. Why are DMV so bad? Why are they always? 뭐야, 이렇게 다닌다고? What the heck? 저건 너무 무서운데? That's actually a little too scary. 저렇게 다니라고? Because they are government employees with no motivation? 아니야, at least in Wisconsin, the Madison one, there was one guy that was very motivated. Let's say mostly, Snack. Can you add the words mostly? Whoa, that is so scary. How did he do that? I love how nothing is falling apart. 진짜, if you want to be a famous streamer or famous YouTuber, this is the content you should be uploading. There should be a computer-based testing. 그러게. But if you do it at home, I worry that you can cheat, right? 우와, how does he go down? 이거 어떻게 내려가? Is he late for work? What the heck? 우와! 어디야? Where is this guy at? 대박. 미쳤다. 우와. I think he's late for work. 와, 대박이다 저거. 저거는 진짜 탐난다. Kinda want to. There already are computer-based testing of other things in the US. You have to have a webcam and Proctor records you to catch cheaters. 다시 don해주세요. Is Turkey? 잘 도착했는지 돈에 오네가이시마쭈. 죄송해요. I was thinking the same, but government needs to figure out how to authenticate people properly. A lot of governments do a shitty job of that. India apparently has a good 2FA system. 그러게. Eh, I think this isn't elder issue. I mean, elders might maybe lose their I mean, elders could be bad or might have a higher chance of maybe being bad at driving. But I think, like what you guys are saying, people in the 30s need to take a retest. So I really agree with the idea of every 10 years you should retake your driver license exam, or have it done at least like online with 이거 뭐냐 이거랑. Because I feel like if you have a phone, like everyone has a phone, you could go to the DMV, or if you can drive like this, everyone should take a driving test using GTA. I think that is the best driving test mechanism thingamabobby out there. And that they should use that. Because there are, in Korea, we call them 장롱? Closet license. We call it 장롱 뭐냐? 면허? 장롱 면허라 했나? 한국어로 뭐였더라? 그게 맞나? 탕후루? 뭘 탕후루야. So I know a lot of people who has their license is, I think, like hello Handron. Euro Truck Simulator would be actually a really good one, I think. That would be a very good test. So, do you get weapons on GTA? shoot the police, bang 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 in GTA. This is very unfortunate, and I wish they would investigate this thoroughly, but the driver test itself, at least for the physical one, I think they need to do a better job. I remember when I took my physical driver test, it was like around my neighborhood, but that neighborhood is kind of like an apartment neighborhood, so there wasn't anything like scary about it. Like, you basically have to be on the highway and test the exam. So I think they definitely need to make it more, you know. So this is why game development, this ties in with the idea of game development should, you know, people should support game development. Guys, honestly, Euro Truck Simulator, I think that's a perfect game to play, to take tests. Those are so realistic. GTAs? Dude, that is so realistic. GTA driving is so realistic that there are really like actual drivers like that on real driving. Like if you drive in New York, it feels like driving GTA. So I mean, like, not just tests. So, okay, let's talk about then the test. What should be included in the test for driving test? Right now, I remember, I don't know if anyone took the test lately, but in the driving test they have, what do they have? I know they had to do like the parallel parking. We had to do wide turn. We had to do wide turner 하고, we just had to drive around the neighborhood, and then the test included like, is there a link that contains that? Anyone? I had to do like look in the mirror. Do you guys know what? One of my friends who took the test recommended me to wear long earrings when we took the test, because apparently when you take it, the proctor has to check whether or not I'm looking in the mirrors, and so it was very helpful for me to like swivel like try like this. Because what was it like? The back mirror should be looked at it every like 15 seconds or something, and then the side mirror was like every, I don't know, like 20 seconds. So you're literally going like which, 이게 맞나? Like, if you think about it, like, in real driving, is that true? Like, I think it's because you want to be acknowledging your surroundings, but at the same time, it just kind of felt a little stupid. Simulated car accident for the test? 와, simulated car accident? 와, 너무 무서울 것 같은데? 근데 그거는 I guess when I think driving test should be like an hour-long test that contains like different scenarios of how you will handle it, right? When you're driving a motorized weapon, a bit of fear is warranted. 아, 그치. Here we require an eye exam and a first aid course. Oh, what do you do in the first aid course? Oh, 잠깐만, can I go to the bathroom while you guys are typing? We only accept classical music today. What the fuck? Hi! 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 Hi!
Obvious. Spell it out for me before I order you to fly that
Oh!
plane into a...
Time him out. Time super win. 와, 진짜 저 스키. 아씨. 진짜 나 변태인가 봐. 나 앉아서 일하는 게 좀 좋다? Guys, I think I'm hentai. I like sitting down and working. Than traveling. Guys, sitting down working stream is easier than traveling stream. And I think I earn more money off of sitting down and working than traveling stream. Cause I spend too much money traveling. I think I consider myself thick. Guys, how come some of my videos aren't in same shape, size? 왜 저럴까? Oh my god, I hate OBS. But anyways. Uh-oh. Some of these clips are like 3 years, 4 years, I think. I don't know. 720 versus 180? Oh, 880, 1,880? How do you, 그럼 어떻게 바꾸지? 20 years? 40 years? 1080, thank you. Oh, watashi English very hard. How do you? Can you setting? See? He responded. I said in Korean, do you like the camera? And he was
Maybe
like,
there
yeah.
is a filter.
크로마 키 크기 조정.
점점 좀
iCubic.
점점 이게 느낌이 이상해지는데.
아, 이렇게 딱 한 번에 이렇게 하면 되나?
Who's that?
Did it work? This is really old. This clip, this one that you're
If
seeing
I
is
do-
really old.
꾸꾸까까
얘도
끼끼
really old.
꾸끼 귀여운 척이.
Oh, I'm back.
그치?
Oh, I'm
When
back.
you
I'm
say,
back. I just
하지마.
was working on something. So anyways. Yeah, anything in the basement is old. I became a semi e-girl. I'm not 100% e-girl, but I have an e-girl camera doing fancy stuff. Oh wow, Joey 너무 귀엽지 않아? Guys, isn't Joey so cute? Look at Joey. Joey's dead. I bought him a cooler cushion because he was getting too hot with the other one. Anyways. Wait, so what were we including? Sorry, I'm gonna delete a couple of things. There you go. You should have paying attention. You should be paying attention, but exaggerating head turning is probably not actually good. 아 근데 뭐 There are no benefit to making drivers test better. Realistically? 그럴까? 아, 그치. 아, 모르겠다. It's especially useful because it's also illegal to not provide aid if possible. Oh, is like this Ajuma for not helping out because she was worried that she'll get her clothes dirty. Ah. Really? That Ajuma would go to jail in Germany then? We should send her to Germany then. She needs to go to jail. Can we send her? 아, 그러네. In US? Now that I think about it, kind of relating to Snag, that's kind of like the 뭐냐, butterfly effect thingy? Is that what it's called? Is that, you know, if we increase how hard the driver test is, then people will not be wanting to have a car. 아, 그렇긴 하다. But having so much car injuries is so unfortunate. Like this case right here, I mean, 13 people got 9 people got killed, you know. Right? Elder accident rate seems to be getting better the last 5 to 10 years. Uber and Lyft. But I wonder if it would also maybe increase the Uber Lyft usage, so maybe like people will then treat Uber drivers or Lyft drivers a much higher like rating. This was done intentionally. I mean, we still have to wait for the investigation, but honestly, I think 70% was just him. Like 70% I think it was intentional, and 30% cause car manufacturers are not stupid. 진짜. Especially if he was driving a Genesis that automatically happened like this. 오, 이거는 in Korea big deal. So I think out of 70-80%, but so this is what's happening in Korea lately. Well, not lately, but it happened yesterday. I wanted to bring it up for you guys to have a discussion. And so if you ever find anyone that maybe should not be driving on the road, or they should be, you know, like you guys should always step in and say, hey, are you sure about you wanting to drive? And I also think maybe the laws in Korea, at least in Korea, the laws are much lighter than US or other places. Like, for example, Germany too. Driver safety aids? Yeah, 진짜. 근데 this 아줌마, I think she needs to go to jail. Period. 이거는 그냥, if she really refused to help out with any like safety aids, 이거는 like I think she needs to go to jail, or she needs to get fined, or she needs to like be humiliated in her life. What? So many stubborn people. Yeah, sudden acceleration malfunctioning, and if that were to happen with any car companies, that means that that car company would have such a bad reputation. Because I honestly believe that of all the accidents that could happen in a car, sudden acceleration malfunctioning is the worst for a car brand image. So, in a Genesis, not even like Kia, more like K5, you know, like those old car, but Genesis, 이거는 미친 짓이지. 이거는 진짜, like, it's Genesis is a decent car, guys. I mean, it may not be like high end like BMW or like fancy cars, but 제니시스인데 이렇게 했다? I would be kind of sus about it. So anyways, this was today's random news, and anything other news I wanted to bring. I mean, another kind of shocking news I would say would be how I was watching a program yesterday, guys. I was watching this morning. No, yesterday. And it's called Backpacker. If anyone is interested, I don't know if you guys seen this, but I really like their 취지, their purpose of creating this show. So this is a Korean show called Backpacker, and what they do is they basically cook for a big group of people, and so they went to military and all these different places. And their last Friday one was going to the fire department, and they went to the one that has the #1 like calls in Korea. I think just in Seoul, maybe not Korea, or maybe it was a Korea. So he went to the kitchen to prepare. He was gonna cook some yummy food, right? So he had to cook for 100, maybe 20 people or 110 people, and so he went to the He went to the kitchen and he saw the menu. He saw the menu of what they were being fed, and like the kitchen itself, and he was actually really shocked and really sad about it, because basically their lunch menu, like they're only getting funded so that each person would be eating a $4, less than $4, because it was 4,000won, 4,001 amount of meal. So it was like basically elementary kid style meal that they were being provided. But if you know how hard firefighters work, you know, like they're basically carrying 25 kilogram weight and, you know, outside, and you don't know how long they're gonna be there for, right? So, you know, Jinri, you know, recently been exercising. We know how much energy they would need. So it was really unfortunate that they were only getting like a 4,001, which is like what, $3 to $3 meal. Yeah. So I wish they would fund these people. And even in the kitchen, their rice cooker was really bad and everything. So it's nice if anyone wants to watch kind of like a story in Korea about that. You guys should definitely check this out. Isn't that more money in Korea though? What is? What is more money? What are you talking about? Huh? That's the estimated value? Isn't that more? 내가 왜 이해를 안 가지? 아, 그치. Thank you, Snack. Whatever Snack is saying. So I recommend this program. Actually, I really love watching this program because they go to places for the one, like the military one is pretty interesting. They go to places that's really not common. They went to like a elementary school that people, you know, like there's like 30 kids total in that elementary school. So how that elementary school was about to get taken down, but what they ended up doing was they ended up creating like an orchestra there. And so I plan on visiting there if I can, but I don't have a car, so I might have to drag Mia with me. But they have like an orchestra concert there and everything. So yeah, it's really sad to see these type of, I guess it's not sad, but it's really unfortunate that everything is happening in Seoul and that everyone wants to be in Seoul, but it's not people's fault for having every important businesses, meetings in Seoul. So unless they can fix that, I think it's gonna be really hard. It's like in America, it feels like you just have New York to live in. That's where all the businesses are. Like, just take out like Chicago, California, and there's only New York. So everyone is like moving to New York. So. But this one I think was the saddest. And I feel like people should... So, this is where I want to say, where are the government money being sent to, right? Like, when I saw their meal, it was basically like just a little bit of kimchi. I think they were getting the same amount of meals as a 죄수 prisoner. Maybe a little better, but somewhat close. So that's really sad. when I did the math, I think that's how much it was. 아! 살짝 그게 없지 않아 있어요, 마크님. 그래서 제가 커뮤니티 저도 좋아하거든요. 그래서 커뮤니티 읽잖아? 그러면은 컨텐츠가 나와. 미안해. 그래서 본거 그래서 오늘은 이거 2개 해야지. 사실 얘는 제가 어제 본 거고, 백패커는 제가 자주 보는 영상이고. 이거는 진짜 even their rice cooker was so bad, right? But sort of people's fault? 그런가? That's true. You know what I found really shocking was, I know this kind of goes back to dating, but I had a friend and she had a blind date with this guy, and that guy studied at Daejeon for his college. I think it was Daejeon or Daegu. Those two always I always get mixed up with those two. But the guy said he went to Daejeon for college because he just wanted to be at home. And so my friend came home and then she called me telling me she went to a blind date, and she said, I didn't like him because he studied at Daejeon. I was like, what the fudge? And I asked her where she studied. And she's like, I studied in Seoul. And I was like, yeah, where? And then it was like a place that I've never heard of. And I was shocked. Just because he didn't study in Seoul made him kind of become a really bad, like, not worthy, not smart person. Isn't that a really sad comparison to make? But this is actually really common. To me, it's crazy. Because if they compare it like that, I would be considered the most stupid person. Because I'm from Wisconsin. Even a lot of Americans don't know where Wisconsin is, right? So if I were to say it like that, it'd be like, yeah. And it's crazy. I totally agree with you. It's crazy, but the fact that I never thought I would be hearing that. So, like, it's an okay school, but it's not like a named school, I feel like. You know, like we've all heard of Carnegie Mellon, we've all heard of. I mean, you guys are smart. I'm not comparing with you guys, but if we talk to like a normie and we say, "Hey, I'm from Madison, Wisconsin," or I went to UW Madison," they'd be like, or if I even say I went to UW, you know what they think? They think I went to Wash U. They don't know. And then I have to say Madison. I'm like, "Oh, where is that? Oh, Wisconsin. It's above Chicago, you know, near like Michigan." Then they'll be like, oh, okay. You know, that happened to me a couple of times. Even if it's a good school. So that's what I see in... No, people don't even know where Wisconsin is. I swear to God. Like, I bet even some of you guys on chat don't know Wisconsin. I'm not gonna diss you guys for not knowing Wisconsin. Because, yeah, it happens. But maybe I'll, like, kind of judge you. Just kidding. But I guess it kind of relates to what Snack was saying, and it's what people have created of this image of not going to the right school, or at least the school in was like Seoul, even so. But I really think they should base it off of how well the at least, like, I don't know, like, to base it off of school, it's, I thought it was really sad. That may have not been the reason, but even if that wasn't like the main reason, if that wasn't the main reason, then I feel like my friend shouldn't have said anything about it, at least for that reason. But you could see that like she wasn't in favor of him, because of that was also another factor that she wasn't in favor of this guy. So just kind of seeing this was really unfortunate, I think. And so I guess that's kind of why, you know, everyone's trying to move to Seoul and like trying to get into a college in Seoul and everything. So you're from really? Just follow the smell of cheese. Yeah, but California has good cheese too. Anyways, I really wish, 진짜, I know you guys are gonna be like, no, but I really wish compared to prisoners, I wish prisoners should maybe get like $2 worth of food while they get like $10. 진짜. 그래야 될 것 같지 않아? 너무 나는 이게 너무 마음이 아팠어. Like, so at the end of this video, there was a girl that was like tearing up because it's such a dangerous job. And so the interviewer, the program interviewer, was asking her, what do you have to say to your parents who's really worrying about your job? I got emotional. I'm becoming ajuma, guys. She was like, oh, mom, like, I know this is like a hard job, but... And then she started tearing up, right? I was like, 진짜 하지 마. 나도 같이 막 눈물 나. Oh my god, don't say that, girl, you know. So, but they were getting $4 meal. $4 meal 너무 슬펐어. So I thought he would have maybe purchased a rice cooker for them, but they didn't. But it's good that these are getting noticed at like community, you know, Korean communities, because the way for things to be acknowledged and notified are through communities. Like, you know, like even Mark knows it and he lives in America, right? So the fact that it's being spreaded out through communities, and I think they intentionally did that because throughout this episode, they kept mentioning, this shitty rice cooker. Like he was complaining about how the rice cooker wasn't, you know, like something. So 진짜 government guys, stop golfing. One part of me is like, please, you know, support these people. And then 안타까웠어. Anyways, so this was today's Korean news for you guys. Yeah. Kitchen nightmares? Spin on kitchen night. What are some kitchen nightmares? It was a good episode. No, they didn't. But I thought they would. Yeah, I didn't watch the Golden Ramsay. But they didn't get any donations. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Smart choice. So. So, they have to carry 25 kilograms and fight in a 1000 degrees Celsius. So. Yeah. I hope this was a fun random Korean news. I'll try to bring in some Korean, some American news. And then read some of what you guys also posted on Stock's news channel and talk more about it. Oh, yeah. Well, they don't, but it got much better, Snack. Like, they try. Not, you know how before they didn't even give a crap? Nowadays, they actually try to move. Yeah, it's really good. I thought exactly the same thing as you too, Snack, and I was being very like judgmental about Koreans not moving. But I think they've seen like American, you know, like how Americans move during emergencies and stuff, so they were like it got so much better. I can even sense that it got so much better. That people are actually stopping. They don't they don't know that they should move out of the road, but they actually now stop. Which is really good. So they just stop and they just wait for the ambulance or the fire truck to kind of pass through and then start going. Which I was really amazed. I actually told Mia, I was like, wow, Korea has improved so much on moving during the emergency vehicle, and I'm very proud of them. So good for them. Definitely good for them. Anyways, let's move on to our next real working related content, guys. Today I have to work, so today will be lots of work content.